What started off as a small lie, but then snowballed into, this is my life now. It started because I didn't want to sound rude. My boss invited a few of us over for a casual dinner to celebrate team wins. It was optional. I didn't want to go, but I also didn't want to say no. So I lied. I said, sorry, I actually have my book club that night. Everyone nodded, smiled, totally accepted it. Except Deborah from HR perked up and said, oh my God, I didn't know you were in a book club. What are you reading? And instead of saying, oh, it's just something casual with friends, like a normal person, I panicked and said, The Nightingale. She gasped, that's my favorite. Can I join? And just like that, I had a fake book club. I thought it would end there, but Deborah added me to a Slack group called Readers Unite and pulled in 2 other women from payroll who'd been looking for a book club too. Now I was hosting weekly Thursday night Zooms discussing books I hadn't read with people I barely knew, and they were taking notes. I thought I'd stall it for a month, then say we disbanded. But the club grew. They invited their friends, then their friends invited theirs. I got thank you emails. One woman told me this club was the only thing helping her deal with postpartum depression. Another said it was keeping her sober. One night someone cried after sharing what the book reminded her of. I couldn't quit. So every Thursday, I speed read summaries and watched reviews so I could sound like I actually knew what I was talking about. I started a spreadsheet of characters, themes, and discussion-worthy moments so I wouldn't get caught off guard. I even invented a friend named Rachel who picked our next reads, so I didn't have to choose. The lie got worse. Deborah messaged me one day asking if Rachel wanted to join us. I said Rachel moved to Europe. Then we had a real author email us. Apparently, one of the members had tagged our group in an Instagram story, and the author wanted to join our next discussion. I stayed up until 4 a.m. binging that book cover to cover just so I wouldn't humiliate myself. Everyone was crying by the end of the Zoom. I somehow made it through. I thought, this has to end. But then one of the newer members messaged me privately. She was a high school English teacher in a tiny town with no social life. She said our book club was the only time she felt like a person again, not just a mom or a teacher or someone managing chaos. She asked if I could maybe record our sessions so she could rewatch the discussions. I didn't even blink before saying yes. Now I'm uploading videos, hosting themed trivia nights, sending out weekly newsletters using ChatGPT because I can't keep up with how many literary voices I'm supposed to be emulating. People have mailed me thank you cards. One sent me a scarf with a quote from Little Women embroidered on it. None of them know that Rachel isn't real, that I don't even like book clubs, that I still haven't finished The Nightingale. But here I am, the accidental founder of an online community with 63 active members, 3 affiliate sponsors, and a monthly Zoom attendance that rivals my actual job's team calls. The kicker? Last week, Deborah messaged me again. She said, I've been having a really hard time lately. I know we don't talk outside the club much, but just wanted to say your book club might have saved me. And I just sat there staring at the screen, feeling like a fraud with a halo.